Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, I'm revealing my Pro-Am team's new secret weapon on NBA 2K22 Next Gen, a 7'2" glitch metric build to play the 4 with. Now, to give you some insight on this, a lot of you guys probably know my boy Tonic, or if you're new to the channel, I'll just explain it like this. We run 2 bigs in the past. Now, lately, we've been moving one of them down to a 6'9" metric build to play the hedge defense with, just to fit the meta of the game. It's what everybody does, but we like being different around here. So instead of Tonic going back to his 7'3" and running 2 7'3" builds with a really long wingspan and really bad 3-pointer, we're now going to turn him into a secondary drop defender. So we're going to be running a new defense called Transformers. I will be explaining that in tomorrow's video. So just stay tuned for that because it's really cool, really interesting, and I go into like all types of coach speak and like breakdown stuff in the film room and like with the coach pad and stuff like that. But anyway, for this 7'2" glitch metric build, we have it on a very small wingspan. It's not meant to be your center. It's meant to be a power forward. Think of it kind of as like a Porzingis or Dirk Nowitzki type build where you're still tall, but it's not meant to be a menace in the paint. It's not meant to be a complete dominant rebounder or dominant interior defender, albeit it still has like 88 interior defense with 97 block and still has 91 rebound. But the physicals do struggle a little bit. So you're going to see we don't have the strength maxed out even though it goes super high, but 85 is still a lot. It's a ton to have on a center. And then it does only have 60 speed on a glitch metric build, which should get around like 64. But to explain the reason for the weight going up, it has to be up to get your rebounding to 91, which gives you gold rebound chaser. And then just in general, having interior defense at 88 is going to be cool. I don't think it's really like a huge deal, but it's still, you're going to be a secondary drop defender. So you have to have this decently high. It could go higher as well because of the weight going up, but either way, this is still really good thresholds. And albeit, it's really not the worst thing in the world. I mean, 71 vertical and 60 speed on a 7'2" really isn't that bad. It's technically 7'1.5", but either way, same difference. And again, this isn't meant to be our main drop defender. It still has 97 block rating, 88 interior defense, good rebounding, and all types of stuff like that. The pass accuracy, very standard. But let's talk about the fun stuff a little bit, all right? So the close shot being 99 is for Hall of Fame hook specialist. Now, this build, like I said, is a hybrid post scorer and a really, really devious corner spot up and just is going to be a lights out shooter. So with that, you're going to be very comfortably passing to this guy in the corner. And I'm going to go a little bit deep on the breakdowns with you guys right here, all right? So just stay with me a little bit. So with this build, Tonic is going to constantly have centers matched up on him. You as this spot up right here, nobody in Comp Pro-Am puts their 7'3" center in pick and roll defense. It's always in the corner. And generally, it's always going to be to the side of the bigger player. Now, here's the thing. The bigger player is forced to guard this guy. There's no way they're going to put their point guard or like a 6'5" shooting guard or something like that on this guy right here. There's no way you can possibly put someone that small on someone with 99 close shot, 89 mid-range for the Hall of Fame fadeace and stuff like that too. And then he could still get shot over too with 83 3-pointer. So they have to put the center on this guy. Albeit though, if our point guard corner checks over to this guy right here, aka if they're going to chump check the center into staying at home on this guy when I'm slipping as the center, like my offensive end of things, when I'm slipping as the center down to the paint, that big on their team wants to drop down to the paint off of this guy right here, Tonic. So with that, you have 83 3-pointer, gold blinders, silver deadeye, all types of crazy stuff. Gold corner specialist, you got like everything when it comes to shooting badges. Gold hot zone hunter as well. This is all going to go a long, long way. And then again, you can still run fade ace as well. And then just to have 89 mid-range, 83 3-pointer. You can put the ball down on the floor and go for hook shots and stuff like that too. And the whole point of what is so special about this is the fact that if centers want to drop really low to help when I slip, they're going to be leaving this guy open. And then on top of that, what's even better is if they stay at home on this guy and it's like a still semi-open shot for Tonic, or let's say he can shoot through 15s and 20s pretty doable with this build right here or something like that. Well, if the center has stayed at home so hard to the point where he gets a good contest on this guy right here shooting the ball in the corner, that means me as the offensive center has a free rebound, free offensive rebound. When the center has to stay out to contest this guy right here, I have the paint all to myself because the center on their team is stuck guarding the shot. So now that you understand the process of this on the offensive end as far as the shooting goes, let's talk about what this build brings to the table. It's still a decent corner cutter. 65 driving dunk and 45 standing dunk will get the job done in that regard. 45 standing dunk gives you the packages to be able to just dunk the ball. It's going to be perfectly fine in that regard. But mind you, some of you are probably worried about the standing dunk. You're like, yo, what are you doing making a 7'2" build with 45 standing dunk? Well, the thing is, you have 99 close shot. And mind you, this build is not a pick and roller. It's meant to be a corner spot up. So picture this guy, like I said, as Dirk or Porzingis. It's like Dirk and Porzingis combined. You have the height of Porzingis and the athletic ability of Porzingis with like rebounding and stuff like that and shot blocking. Not that he's a crazy good rebounder, but either way. Then you have the offensive prowess of Dirk. You have the post fades, the three-point shooting consistency, and like everything to do with post game just in general. Post control is good enough. The driving dunk is still going to give you quick drops off one with Bron's limitless takeoff, so that's perfectly fine. 99 close shot, again, is you have to keep the 7'3" center on this guy, and you have to contest hard with the 7'3" center as well when it comes to the hooks going up. And always what that means is me as the center on our offensive end, I'm getting such free offensive rebounds and going up with putbacks, getting crazy takeovers throughout the whole course of the game. And this guy right here, he's a volume shooter. I mean, Tonic, just using this build, is going to be shooting the ball like crazy. Not to mention, we have a new set that we're going to be using a little bit as well with corner pick and pop. So I'm going to be camping paint in the offense, and then our guard is working pick and pop on the corner side with that center defending them. So those centers hate to get in hedge defense. I'm going to just tell you guys that much. And they're going to hate to guard this build too, because this build can pick and pop all the way up to the top. Gets gold limitless spot up as well. It goes a long way with that, man. And again, the 3-point rating consistency goes through the roof. So this build can pick and pop out the corner up to the top and let our guard corner fade as well, or then the guard just gets the ISO on the center if he doesn't want to switch out on that, or the guard ends up on our like 7'2" center, and then the 7'2" can just like slip down into the mid-range or something like that, and then get the ball, work the post hook, work the post fade. It's going to be a little bit complex when running offense like that because I am still in the paint as well, but again, just interesting new sets that we can run with this, and it's going to be really fun, man. I promise you it's going to be so fun to just work out with stuff like this. And again, involving their center in pick and pop defense. They hate to do that stuff. If they're sitting there in the corner D, they want to just get ready to crash for the rebound and leave it at that. Once again, if the center has to step out when our guy pick and pops from corner to wing, that means he's out there contesting a shot, and it's freeboard again for me. Or the guard just chucks again because the center has to run all the way out to the wing to defend this guy. So it's going to be some interesting stuff. Like I said, our secret weapon, it's literally as simple as that. Takeover wise, it's going to get sharp, rim, glass, and post. Now, I'm not sure what's going to be best ran yet. I think spot up precision primary might be the move, and then I have paint intimidation as a secondary for this. I think it's going to be really cool and convenient. I want to explain this a little bit though. So in my opinion, I think stuff blocks low-key might be kind of garbage for Pro-Am. Unless you're the hedge guy who's going for chase down blocks and stuff like that, I don't think you need this. And to tell the truth, I think something like paint intimidation, where you could drop off the corner and then be there for the 7'3" to mash you, I think paint intimidation can go a long way. And getting team takeover, like let's say me as the center gets team takeover, and now our whole team has the team takeover, which gives you double. Well, Tonic is going to have paint intimidation on as his secondary, and I don't think people are going to want to be able to mash him, to be honest with you, even if he has small wingspan or anything like that. Paint intimidation can go a long way. Now, if he wants to run something like box out wall though, just because of, again, the strength is going to be super high, you're going to be able to run like worm on gold as well, so it might be well worth to run box out wall instead, because that worming could go a long way with 85 strength. And again, this build has so much potential to it. I really do see a huge future in this when it comes to us changing the game with Pro-Am and really just irritating people. Not to mince words, but you know, really making them mad, bro. I mean, they're gonna hate the way that we play, and I think it's innovative, I think it's cool, I think it's fun. And people who hate on it, listen, they're just so stuck in the ways and they don't know how to do anything other than the meta. So I see a vision with this that other people just really can't see, and I definitely think this has some future to it. So again, just to really quick detail the badge loadout, because I know it's a pretty short video, I think he's going to add a lot of finishing badges to this build. I don't think he needs to add that many defensive. Don't get me wrong, I don't think 33 is a perfect badge loadout, but he doesn't really need to run brick wall anyway. So he's pretty much copying the loadout that I have, because again, we're doing the same role on defense. He's probably going to have like gold pogo stick, maxed out hustler, bronze interceptor, Hall of Fame or gold intimidator, Hall of Fame or gold on box, Hall of Fame rim protector, gold rebound chaser, gold worm, and then probably like bronze chase down artist or like silver, something like that. So you can definitely fit all that in with 33 defensive badges 100%. If you want to upgrade anything that's left over on one of those like iffy badges between intimidator, box, and pogo stick to Hall of Fame, then go for it. But most of those are probably gonna be like standard at like gold. I would say box is probably best to run on Hall of Fame, but either way, for the passing stuff, it's so standard. It's literally nothing that needs to be explained. We already talked about the shooting badge loadouts. I mean, he's gonna be able to run like limitless spot up, hot zone hunter, sniper, fade ace on probably like gold, to be honest with you, maybe Hall of Fame. But then we have even things like catch and shoot, blinders, which will go a long way too. corner specialist, deadeye, a little bit of clutch shooter, a little bit of maybe even volume shooter, because again, he's going to be chucking some shots up with those centers on him, because if there's anywhere you want to lean toward when it comes to dotting someone in the corner, it's probably toward the center. He's the guy who's most likely to be willing to drop, and if you put shots up on the center, it equals free rebounds for your offensive center. So again, all that stuff factored in, I think it's gonna be really fun. I think it's gonna be really cool, and we're gonna get innovative with it. We're gonna get very, very different with it. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, for to drop a like, sub if you're new to on noties, all that good stuff. And like always, tries 1 to 500 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put Tonic in the comments, show support me all the way through. Also, I'm gonna leave his link in the comments somewhere, or if he comments on the video, I might just pin his comment, because I definitely want to show him some love for this. I might be stealing his thunder by posting his build video too. So feel free to go show him some love if he did upload that video already. We were talking about it like 2 days ago by this point, so hopefully he has uploaded it by now. But anyway, that's all for the video. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed. And other than that, take it easy, man. Peace.